Hello, my name is Katie Pietsch. I am a speech-language pathologist with the Community Hospital of the Monterey Peninsula, and we are so grateful to the Parkinson's Voice Project to have granted us the Parkinson's Voice Project grants in 2020 and 2021. And we are here today to go through the 6 speak out exercises as well as Boone's nonsense words. And today we are going to focus on our area here. So our clinic is located in Salinas, California, which is an upcoming agricultural center of our country. So we are going to focus in our cognitive exercises on some of the things that make Salinas so special. So we are going to begin with our warm-up, and we are going to hop right into it. Before we get going, please make sure that you have water to drink, and we are going to swallow with intent, and we are going to speak out. So in your projected voice, here we go. Ready? Say it out. May, me, my, mo, moo. Very nice. Let's do it again. May, me, my, mo, moo. Did you speak out? Let's say this next one with intent. Here we go. May, me, my, mo, moo. Good job. Let's do it again. May, me, my, mo, moo. And we have one more time. All your intent. Speak out. Here we go. May, me, my, mo, moo. We heard your intent that time. Good job. All right, let's take a moment to take a drink of water. And when you take that drink, I want you to make sure that you're swallowing with intent, feeling those swallowing muscles swallow hard. All right, we're going to move on to our second exercise, and this is the ah exercise. And again, you're going to speak out and say each ah like you mean it, projecting your voice all the way to the back of your space. Here we go. Ah. And take a breath. Here we go. We're going to do it again. Speak it out. Ah. And did you speak out that time? We have a few more to go. Here we go. And take a break. Here we like to talk about using our CEO voice, so make sure that you're using that CEO voice to speak it out loud. Here we go. Let's speak out. I was a little less steady that time, so I'm going to take a sip of water. You should take one too if you need it and swallow it with intent. We have 2 more. Here we go. Ready? Ah. Good. Catch your breath, and we have 1 more. Speak it out. Here we go. And you have completed the ah exercise. We are going to swallow with purpose. Cheers. And I'm swallowing that water down with intent. For our third exercise, we're going to do our glides. You're going to find that purpose, you're going to project your voice out, and we are going to start by gliding high. We'll hold it for a few seconds, and then we will glide our voices low. So go ahead and follow along with me, and we're going to start by bringing our voice up. Here we go. Ah. Good. Did you use your intent that time? Let's speak this next one out. Here we go. Ready? We're going low. Ah. Good. Landing at that comfortable tone. Let's go back high again. Here we go. Ah. Good. Breathe. We're going to speak this next one out. Here we go. Ah. Good. Catch your breath. That's 2. We have 3 more. Here we go. Speaking with intent. Here we go. Ah. Good. Okay. Did you use your CEO voice? Just checking. Let's go low. Ah. Good. Catch your breath, and we're speaking out. Here we go. Ah. Good. Breathe, and we're going low. Here we go. Ah. Good, and you have one more, so make this the best of them all, speaking it out for the people in the back. Here we go. We're going high. Ah. And breathe, and let's go low. Ah. Good, and let's drink some water, and we're gonna swallow it hard. Here we go. And swallow with that same intent that you're using to project your voice out. Very nice. Okay, are you feeling hydrated? I am. All right, so our next exercise, this is our 4th exercise, and we are going to do some counting. So just like you did in that may, me, my, mo, moo, you are going to make sure these are nice and connected. And so we're going to go smoothly from number to number, speaking out, just like you've been practicing and finding that projected, confident voice. Ready? We're going to start here, and then we'll take a breath at the end of each line so you make sure that you're able to keep speaking out all the way until we reach 16. Are you ready? Here we go. Let's start with 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Good, and breathe. How did you sound? Were you speaking out? Let's do it again. Ready? We're going to start with 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Very nice. Throw your voice out on this last time through our counting. Are you ready? Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Very good. You are done with the counting, and we are ready to move into our reading task. But before we do, please make sure you take that intentional sip of water, swallowing nice and hard. Very, very nice. Okay, so we are going to be doing some reading as our next task. In the Central Valley of California, we are known for our agriculture. We grow lettuce, strawberries, spinach, and artichokes, which is a local delicacy, and we also have some famous local celebrities. While Monterey, just over the corner, is known for Cannery Row, Part of how it got its fame is through the American author John Steinbeck. So John Steinbeck was born and raised in Salinas, California, and he's written 33 books, many set in and around the Salinas Valley. For our reading task today, we are going to be using phrases from John Steinbeck's books. Just down the road from our clinic, you can visit the John Steinbeck Museum if you ever decide to come say hello. And we are going to do some reading from some of his most famous titles, such as Cannery Row, Grapes of Wrath, Of Mice and Men, as well as just some quotes from him. So we have these written and we're going to say them each a few times. I want you to make sure that as you're reading, you use intent to project your voice out, and you're going to say this like you mean it, okay? So this is our first phrase. We're going to say it together and we're going to practice it a few times. Here we go. If you understand each other, you will be kind to each other. This is from Of Mice and Men. We're going to say it again. Are you ready? If you understand each other, you will be kind to each other. Did you use your intent? Let's speak this next one out. Make it your best try yet. Here we go. If you understand each other, you will be kind to each other. Very good. Do you need water? I need a sip. Let's take a sip. And swallow with intent. Very nice. You're doing a good job. Our next phrase is from John Steinbeck's novel. And so let's practice saying it. We're going to speak it out with intent. Are you ready? Let's go. And now that you don't have to be perfect, you can be good. I love that phrase. Let's do it again. Speak it out. And now that you don't have to be perfect, you can be good. We could say that a lot of different ways. Let's try a different one this time. Are you ready to speak it out? Here we go. And now that you don't have to be perfect, you can be good. Did you use your intent? Good job. Okay, take a sip of water if you need. I'm going to take one. And let's move on to our next phrase. This comes to us from The Winter of Our Discontent. I haven't read that one personally, but I guess I should. He is a local author, so I have some homework to do. We are going to speak this out using our confident voice. And here we go. Get your breath. To be alive at all is to have scars. I like that. It lets us be imperfect. And as long as we're trying, we're being intentional in what we say, we're doing the best we can. Let's do it again. To be alive at all is to have scars. Did you find your intentional voice? Let's speak this last one out. Here we go. To be alive at all is to have scars. Very nice. Okay, we have one more phrase, so before we go through that final phrase, let's take our sip of water and swallow it intentionally. And here we go. This is also from The Winter of Our Discontent, so I definitely have some reading to do from our local library. Okay, we're going to take a pause here in this one because it is a little bit longer. So right here, we're going to take a breath. And we're going to do that to practice how we're using that confident voice to get through a little bit of longer phrases. Okay? So here, we'll breathe in together. Okay? Are you ready? Let's go. When two people meet, each one is changed by the other. So, you've got two new people. I like that. I'm meeting a lot of you on here for the first time, so we're two new people. Let's do it again using all of our intent. Ready? When two people meet, each one is changed by the other. So, you've got two new people. How did you do that time? We've got one more, so make this your best reading of all, and you're going to use that speaking out voice to project. Here we go. When two people meet, each one is changed by the other, so you've got two new people. Good job. You are using your intent, you're speaking out, and I bet you sound fabulous. We're going to drink some water before we move on to our cognitive exercises. So let's swallow this water with intent, and we are going to talk more about Salinas. Here we go. So for our cognitive exercise today, what we are going to be doing is looking at pictures of some of the activities that happen in and around Salinas, talking about what makes our community so unique, and then challenging your brains to think of other things that might be associated with this activity or this area. So I'll begin by showing you a picture. And first, I just want you to describe that picture. Using your speak out voice, I want you to tell me everything that you see happening in there. Some of them are a little bit more action-filled than others, so keep your eyes open, and I want you to make sure that you're using that confident voice to describe what you see. Then, I'm going to ask you to tell me a little bit more detail specific to each picture that we see. So, as I mentioned earlier, Salinas is one of the agricultural hotspots of the United States. We grow much of the produce that is distributed throughout the United States, and so what better way to start talking about our community than looking at some of our agricultural fields. This is a picture of a field that looks like spinach, and what I want you to do is, using your speak out voice, you are going to take a minute and tell me everything that you see happening in this picture. Ready? What do you see? Are you speaking out? Make sure that you're projecting. What else do you see? Look at the fine details and speak them out. You have about 5 more seconds, and we'll wrap that up. Good. So here I see a tractor and what looks like a harvesting machine. And so agriculture is closely associated with farming. In the next 30 seconds, try and tell me 3 things, more if you can, that are associated with farming. Ready? Go. I'm going to take a drink between each of these just because we're doing a lot of talking. You're speaking out, you're using that intentional voice, so let's make sure that we are also hydrating and using intent and using effort to swallow. Ready? That's better. Okay, so our second image that we're going to look at, this is Main Street in downtown Salinas. Old Town Salinas has some reminiscence of the Wild West paired with California. And so what I want you to do is you'll have that minute to describe everything that you see in this picture, and I want you to notice the mixture of the old and the new. Ready, go. Using intent. Good. Look at all those tiny details. And tell me, using that speak out voice, what all do you see? Looking all across from left to right. What else is on there? Good. Keep telling me. What else do you see? You have about 10 more seconds. Speak it out. And stop. Good. So we're going to do a category now where I'm going to challenge you to name some things in a group. This right here is a restaurant called First Awakenings. It's on our main street. They have delicious breakfasts that are very large servings that we usually share in my family. But if you're hungry, you definitely won't be sad when you leave. And so this is one of my favorite restaurants.
My challenge to you is to name at least 3 different restaurants, more if you're able, using your speak out voice. Ready? Go.
The next image that I have for you is of Salinas wine country. Now we do live in California, and Napa, which is known around the world for its wine culture, is located not too far away. It's a few-hour drive, but Salinas Valley has an up and growing wine culture of its own. And so I want you to look at this image and tell me everything that you see and maybe everything that it makes you think of. Ready? Go. Using your intent, make sure you're speaking out. Say it out. I like to imagine that I'm the CEO of a wine company. Can you speak it out? Good. Look all the way across. Tell me about everything that you see. Use your confident voice. You have a few more seconds here. Good. Okay. So here we have a glass of wine.
So our next category is to name at least 3 things that we drink. This could be varieties of wine. It could be things that you get from the refrigerated or frozen section at your supermarket. I'll leave it up to you, but please make sure that you are speaking it out with intent as you tell me these things that we drink. Ready? Go.
Okay, water. Okay, we have 2 more images. So the next image is of something that a lot of Salinas residents love, and that is the Salinas Rodeo, not rodeo. California culture is very multicultural, so we share a lot of traditions that come from Mexico and South America, and so the rodeo is one of those that combines the American West with traditional cowboy sports from down south. So looking at this image, tell me everything that you see, and you've got a minute, and I know that you're speaking it out. Go ahead. Good. What else is in that picture? Speak it out and say it with intent. You can do it. You have a few more seconds to go. Very nice. Okay, we are going to stop. And my category challenge is horse roping or cattle roping, in fact, is a sport. Tell me all the sports you can think of. Ready? Go. You have 5 more seconds. Try and get one more sport intentionally out. And good. Very nice. Okay, we have one more image that we're going to look at. And this is not exactly of Salinas, but to entice you all to come visit us here, this is just over the hill in Pacific Grove, California. This is a beloved place to locals and not so locals. Does anybody recognize where this is? This is called Lover's Point, and I know that you told me that with intent. So I'm going to have you again tell me everything that you see in that picture. Ready? Speaking it out, go. Tell me everything that you see. Good. Looking closely at all those details and projecting them to the back. Very nice. What else? What does this make you think of? Say it nice and intentionally. What else? You have 5 more seconds. And time. So, for our last category, let's do a really fun one. I like to go here, and there's a trail that I walk on all the time with my kids. It's really nice. Imagine that you're coming to visit us here. What do you pack in your suitcase?
I want you to try and tell me 3 things that you would pack in your suitcase if you were coming to see us for a beach vacation. Ready? Go.
And you have 5 more seconds, so what else to go to the beach? And time. Very nice. So we will take one more sip of water before we do our final activity. Swallowing with all the intent you've got. And our last activity is not a speak out exercise, but it is Daniel Boone's nonsense words, and these are to try and strengthen the muscles in the back of our tongue. So again, using your intent and speaking these out. These aren't real words and they might sound kind of silly, but you're going to press hard and you're going to speak them out. Ready? Here we go.
We're going to say each of these 3 times. Make sure that you're speaking out with intent and projecting your voice using your confident voice. Let's start with the first. Goo, la, gung, ga, ga. Let's do that again. Goo, la, gung, ga, ga. Speak out. And let's do that one last time. Goo, la, gung, ga, ga. Very nice. Let's move on to the ku, ka, mungu, ka, and you're going to speak it out in that connected way with your intent. Here we go. Ku, ka, mungu, ka. Let's do that again. Here we go. Ku, ka, mungu, ka. And one more time. Ku, ka, mang, gu, ka. And we have our third word, gangla, pushing hard, speaking it out. Ready? Gangla. Good. Did you do that intentionally? Let's try it again. Gangla. And one last time on that. Gangla. And our last word, ku-kla. I want you to say it with intent. Here we go. Ku-kla. And again. Ku-kla. Last one. Make this your best one yet. Ku-kla. And you've completed the nonsense words.
And I know that you spoke that out, and you did a fabulous job today. Thank you for doing your Speak Out exercises with the Community Hospital of the Monterey Peninsula, and I hope you have a great day. And before we go, one more sip of water, intentionally. Here we go. Thank you for exercising with us today. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.